In preparing my garden for August and fall, I've done a few things. I am trying to get my summer tomatoes to reproduce in the fall, and I have hopes for that because they are still flowering, even though the flowers are not producing. One of the issues that I had when I came out this week was this. So, trimming up, trying to clean them up. All the way down the line. So we went ahead and really trimmed up these plants. I got rid of all of the dead stuff, and I sprayed them with a homemade insecticidal soap, which was basically water with a little bit of Dawn detergent, a little bit of oil, and some red pepper flakes, and some apple cider vinegar. And that seemed to kind of do the trick, because everything looks really clean. These are the beefsteak tomatoes, which have flowered but never have produced any fruit. So these are sort of new for the season. They are not reproducing. So over here then, this was actually the original tomato plant. Look at that one little tiny tomato on there. This was actually the original tomato plant that I had planted when my garden started about a year ago. And it continues to flower. So in the meantime, down in the bottom of these buckets, you will see I do have lots of little seedlings that are starting. So even if these don't produce, I do have some backup plans. The one thing I've noticed about Florida is that everything seems to take a lot longer than it's supposed to produce. For instance, the carrots. This is a bucket of M.I. Gardener carrots that I planted that's supposed to be mature. They haven't even started to produce any sort of carrot whatsoever. These carrots are about a month past due being mature, and they're just now starting to get going. You'll see earlier in the week, one of the things that I did was I went ahead and I thinned some of these out, so hopefully these will grow and sweeten up a lot nicer over the next couple of weeks. We have taken the broccoli sprouts and have planted them. So we're going to see how well those transplant. I have a couple spares just in case. Here's the other bucket of broccoli. And of course I have the miracle plant here. Over here I must have planted at some point some garlic, because that just popped up out of nowhere and I really don't remember planting any garlic there. But I've got one lemon balm plant that's going to come on back. And here's another testament to how long things take. Here are some of the wildflowers that I had planted, and according to my schedule, these guys should be flowering about now. All right, so let's talk about the peppers. Peppers for fall, right? Peppers are supposed to do really great in Florida. Mine have done very well and not so well all at the same time. So in this bucket, like this one seems to be doing really well. These are not. They were sort of getting eaten. Again, I used the soap on these, and I'm having some good luck. So the only thing that's almost on track are the pepper plants. So the pepper plants that I planted are supposed to be mature within the next couple of weeks, and while they are not mature, they have at least started to flower, and they have at least started to look like they have some peppers that are coming on. So that's going to be a lot of fun to watch these next couple weeks. Something really got to these. These were the original bell peppers that I had planted over in the throwaway garden from seed, just from store-bought bell peppers that I bought. And they were doing really well, and then something just sort of really attacked them. So I cut them all back. I do notice there is some green growth coming up on here. So if they do something tremendous within the next couple weeks, I'll leave them there. If not, I'm going to go ahead and toss them over into the throwaway gardens, and we'll plant something else in that bucket. What I'd like to see this area become a little bit more of a food forest. So that is something that you're going to see happening in my garden. I already have a lot of things that are getting me there. I've got my canopy trees of the moringa and the bamboo I'm working on the vines. You can see here that some of the morning glory vines are still peeping up. Most of them are gone. In fact, now that I say that, there was 4 plants here last night when I went to bed. 4 big plants, and now there's just this one. So in the middle of the night, something came through and ate all those. Oh, that's very depressing, because there really was. I had like 4 of these guys here. This one's actually starting to loop up on the fence. The idea is that things that don't grow in my buckets, I will plant over here along the fence lines, like I did these peppers. And if they naturally grow on their own, then they're meant to be in my food forest. So that's kind of what I'm doing. That's kind of the plan for fall, is to make it through the 90-degree weather every day, the drought, the promising of rain, but that yet never comes. So I've been out here doing a lot of watering and a lot of maintaining. But the cooler weathers will be coming in another couple months or so. And as the season goes through, I'll stop and I'll pick out certain things to sort of highlight during the week. But I wanted to sort of give you an overall view of where we stand right now and how we're going to move forward. My lemon basil here, every day I'm out here trimming this stuff and come and have bouquets, and now all my bouquets are starting to root. So I have lots of lemon basil. And I also have a few pots that still need some stuff planted in. So we'll continue to plant. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Have a happy next week. And we'll see you real soon.